Hello, Joe from Joe K Models here. So I spent the afternoon basically getting to this point, which is right before we start painting. So a lot of masking on the canopy, as you can see. And basically how I did the masking was I just took some regular Tamiya tape and I cut it into very thin strips using a metal ruler. And then I just kind of cut them and then piece by piece put them over, the areas, the four sides of the window. And I wasn't too worried if I didn't make a full connection. Like you can see in the front here, there's a little bit more of some more difficult curves that need to be done. So I just get the basic shape, and then using a mask agent where you just put it on with a paintbrush. I just put that on, and then using a toothpick kind of get it to where it gets into those hard to get areas. So once that dries up, I'll have a complete mask, and that's how I did that part. I did my NATO black color on the island on the inside, and I really don't think you're gonna see too much once the masks are lifted and everything, but I feel good about the color that I used. Also, I put this the antenna pole in there, and you can see I kind of have it half painted, and that's because this is painted this this JA gray color on the inside, and so since I'm closing up the canopy before painting, I got to get that color on, so I just kind of installed that, painted it, and I got everything in here. To get the canopy on, I used extra thin cement, and you can use something like this too if you want. This is something that's made for clear parts. It's not going to fog it up. The extra thin can fog it up if you're not careful, but as long as you don't have too much on there and you just touch the parts that are touching, it will grab it. It won't go all over the place, but if you're a little bit nervous about doing that, you can always buy the clear parts glue as well. So I used a little bit of that, and then just using some regular white glue, I just kind of went around the edges just to fill up any gaps that might be in between the canopy and the fuselage. I was a little bit nervous because the glue was kind of going up a little bit, so if you're going to do this, be careful. Don't use too much glue because it can seep up a little bit. I don't think that's actually getting into the windows, but that's how I got that taken care of. So all set on that. Bottom's all done. Ready to go pretty much. And this is one where I don't really need to do the engine until after I'm done painting. I do have the cowling here ready to go, and the propeller top, as well as these pieces here, but again, there's no reason to install that right now because that can all be done after I get done painting everything. So now what I'm going to do is, after doing a couple quality checks on the windows, making sure everything looks good, if I need to put on some more masking agent, I'll do that. I'm going to wipe down the whole model with isopropyl alcohol just to get it ready for the painting. That's just basically going to get the surface ready. It's going to get rid of any, leftover material from sanding, or, some of the, the paint or the glue residue, whatever it might be. So that's going to get it nice and clean, ready to paint. And then, as I mentioned before, I'm going to be priming it black and then putting a bare metal silver color over it. And I think that's probably when I'll check back and just show you guys how it looks. And we'll get to some weathering techniques that we're going to do. So getting ready to paint and really excited about it. Thanks a lot for checking out the vlog. I'll see you on the next one. This is Joe from Joe K Models.